My name is Megan Misko, and I represented Jarvis Bowie in his suit against Jeremy Marine and also his longshore claim against Louisiana workers' comp. Jarvis's case was difficult for a number of reasons. The first of which is that we had to fight tooth and nail on getting him his medical benefits approved by the workers' compensation provider. He was recommended to have surgery. It took over a year to get that approved, close to 2 years. We had to have 2 different second opinions done. We were close to having to just try the case without him even having this surgery. He needed a 2-level lumbar fusion. It was very intensive. He was in a lot of pain. And finally, after, I guess technically it was a 3rd opinion that the Department of Labor figured that they set him up with, finally, he says, yeah, he does need the surgery. Dr. Sledge, his doctor, who's a fantastic doctor, said he needed the surgery. He finally had it. And now it was almost a year ago, and he's finally on the road to recovery. But the fact that it took almost 2 years to get him there was just incredibly difficult. And it's hard to watch like a client that you really like to just call and say, hey, what's going on? When am I going to get my surgery? And I'm like, we're working on it, I promise. So that was a big win for me, even if it hadn't been a massive monetary victory. The fact that he was able to get his surgery done, they paid for it, and he's doing better now is key. Some of the other challenges with the case, one of the things which is really interesting is before he came to us, he went and saw an attorney who just did workers' compensation work. And I think he had that attorney for like a month or 2. And they told him the most he was ever going to get out of this case was maybe $100,000 to $150,000. And so one of the things that is quite impressive is, when you can tell him, listen, we settled your case for $1.06 million, it's quite a feat. And so and sometimes your first impression of a case is not really the one that is the one that holds at the end. And then one of the other issues that we dealt with, and I kind of felt for the defendants as well, because just the law was not on their side. That was one of the biggest issues, was getting the defendant to recognize the severity of the case and of the injuries. So it just took a while. It took several sit-down sessions, and finally the Friday before we were supposed to go to trial, everything gets put together and we can reach a resolution that ultimately the client is very happy with. He's got money to move on with. Jarvis is super, super nice. He's I loved working with that guy. Told me stories about who he is, and just a genuinely good person. And those are the kinds of people you are super happy to help out. And again, just one of the nicest guys, so super happy to help him.